Pearson from McLaughlins Lawyers, and I'm here with Sed Crest from Crest Migration. And Sed, you've recently very quickly typed up a new blog to put on our website because there's some very timely, important information which I think a lot of our clients are going to find very interesting. Can you tell me what the government announced on Wednesday?
Certainly, Sophie. So the federal government announced a new priority migration occupation list. That's a list of 17 occupations that are allowed to enter Australia. There's currently a ban on most temporary visa holders entering Australia. This now means that occupations on that 17 occupation list can now enter Australia, which is great, as long as they are sponsored by an Australian employer.
And what occupations do they include?
It's quite a range. Managing director, psychiatrist, computer programmer, construction engineer, midwife, psychiatrist, I've said that, nurses, doctors, medical specialist, maintenance planner, which is interesting.
And are there any other requirements?
There are. They must be sponsored by the employer, as I said. For the 186 permanent resident visa, they need to be under 45 years of age and have competent English, which is IELTS 6 or equivalent. And they also need to have a skill assessment for the 186. For the 482 visa, they need to have 2 years employment experience. And for the 494 visa, they need to have 3 years employment experience and a skill assessment and competent English.
Great. And how does this lead to permanent residence?
Well, the 186 is immediate permanent residence on visa grant. So that would be a great way for someone who's skilled and has a skill assessment overseas to enter Australia, as they would receive permanent residence, which would allow them to enter. For the 494, that leads to permanent residence after 3 years of living and working in a regional area and earning a minimum of $53,900 taxable income. And the Gold Coast, of course, is a regional area. And the 482 leads to permanent residence for most of the occupations on that list, except for maintenance planner and a resident medical officer, I think. That leads to permanent residence after 3 years working for the same employer.
Okay, well, very timely information. So if that's of use to anyone that you know, please feel free to pass that on. And of course, get in contact with Sed and he can answer all your questions. Thanks, Sed.
Thanks, Sophie.